Well, my 1967 body swap Mustang. Still getting used to this camera thing. So, let's see how this goes. Give you a little tour over. It's a 1967 body on a 2011, I guess, sort of chassis. The body swap with a unibody, so I don't really know what you want to call it, but it's a big work in progress. Had a lot of work done already. Trying to get these inner fenders somewhat lined up. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, that's what I'm working with. So I cut the original 67 fenders out when I cut the back floor pan out. Just sitting over here. It's my little heap yard of junk. Yeah, everything marked red. Hopefully my scrappers come pick up soon. Looks pretty complete, but she's still got a long way to go. Got a lot of metal work to do. I've been doing a lot of the fun stuff like wiring taillights and headlights, and yeah, I shouldn't be able to go through here and show you, but see, I kept the modern dash. Give you a little bit better tour when she's off the rack. Yeah, let's jump right into it. Hey, I'm gonna set you down over here, okay? Please note I am not building a SEMA car. I do not claim to be the best fabricator in the world. Just a guy in the garage and a dream. So, see what happens. Have already done a little bit of pre-work. I have trimmed already these fenders to sort of kind of fit in here. I'm gonna readjust you here. Never had this car previously. Love doing burnouts. I got a lot of the rubber out, but I still got a lot of rubber to get out of here. You never know when you're gonna get burned. You just decide, should probably put on a sleeve. It's that time. Have them. I don't know why I don't use them all the time. Stubborn. I think I've caught this car on fire 100 times already. I have an extinguisher local, a couple water bottles. I've saved my bacon a couple times already. Sort of prep goes a long way. Sometimes skimp a little on prep work. I don't know why. Just lazy. To a point in this project, really want to drive it. I can theoretically drive it, but I'd like to be a little more complete. That's the good sound. Ow. I'll smoke a hammer. Always less fires. Alright, gonna bust out the wire wheel here in a minute. Get a little more of this side. There, better. It's not glamorous work, but I enjoy it for some reason. Firm believer in safety squints, but let's grab the goggles. Kind of weird talking to myself, honestly. I'm gonna post it regardless. Why not? What I got to lose? Go lose. Fund some of this project would be amazing. Look at my burnout rubber. You guys want to see the magic over here? Safety squints. That's what I'm working with. Nothing super glamorous. Just trying to close some gaps. Aren't going to be very exciting videos, sorry. This is not the glamorous part of this project. Gonna see me walking around looking for things this whole video. Every time I set something down, I don't remember where I put it. Hopefully it's not just me. If I hear some cussing, apologize in advance. Not perfect. I try my best not to. Those of you that know welding, you know that that's not the sound of a good weld. I'm extremely close to the filler neck of the vehicle, which makes me a little nervous, but should be able to get it. This is the first project I'm working with sheet metal. Done a lot of metal projects. Used the thick stuff. Little backstory on this project. When I was growing up, obviously cars are my passion, but I had a 1967 Mustang that I bought with grass growing through the roof. And growing up in high school, never really got the car where I could drive it great. I mean, I had it running, driving, but it wasn't like reliable. It was a rust bucket. Didn't even come with a title. I wound up having to pay a company to get me a title. And then I built this shop, and there's a lot of things I wanted to finish in it. So I decided to sell that car, which I had had for 15 years probably at least. And this was actually one of my best friend's cars. Actually, it was his brother's car. And they've had it for a long time. He had it running and driving, tore the engine down because it started having a misfire. We found a bent rod. Actually, sorry, a bent push rod. No big deal. And he wound up never putting the car back together. So this car's been in my back head knowing it was probably never going to be for sale, but I figured one day maybe he'll get tired of it sitting in his pasture and make him an offer. And told him what I had in mind. He wasn't a big fan of it because I was completely destroying an original. This is actually a local car from a local person that we know, and it's always been in Florida. It's not terribly rusted. And yeah, that's how I decided to do this crazy project of this 2011 Mustang. I hate the way old cars drive. I love the way these cars drive. This car checked all my boxes on something that can look good, hopefully perform good. Try to have a little fun with some stuff. So how I afford this project? I work full time. There's the goal. There you go. No big secrets. I work full time. I bust my butt in this shop working on other people's cars. I have a couple rental properties that help pay for this. 36 years old. Trying to work with what I got. I do have some pretty nice equipment. I am not complaining. It has taken a long time to get to this point in my life where I feel like I could actually work on this car and maybe build something kind of cool that I could have. Always been a car guy. Never really had the urge to build my own car. Just like making money with cars and flip cars for a long time. Facebook Marketplace, thank you for killing that. Nah, I still flip cars on Marketplace, can't lie. Not what it used to be though. It used to be Craigslist, find cheap cars, fix them up, put them on different websites. I had a local kind of like Craigslist called StraddleNet. It was a local internet here, and oh man, I still love it. What started my addiction of buying and selling cars. It is an addiction. It's worse than drugs. I have a super supportive wife, thankfully. Well, I say super supportive, but she lets me come out here and do this junk. Spend a lot of time away from family. Trying to work on myself with this project, honestly. Really don't want to catch this thing on fire again. Lines up pretty good, actually. Again, not building a SEMA build. Not trying to impress anybody with this build. This is just for me. This is my passion. This is what I've wanted. I've had this car in my head for, I don't know, even before YouTube was around. I had thought about this. I actually attempted this project before. With a SN95, which is a 1995 Mustang. I tried to do this and measurements were way off on wheel wells, and I didn't have a garage, and I lived at home with my mom, and you know, one of those things. My stepdad, he kind of taught me a lot how to work on cars. Doesn't have the love for it, but when you grow up poor, not poor, but when you grow up with a lot of money and you want your things to work, guess what? They don't run. You don't have the option to take them to a mechanic and make them run. You either get to work in yourself or get rid of it and cut your losses and go to the next one. So much work that goes into these cars people will never see, never appreciate. I know every single square inch of this car because I have had nobody else help me turn a wrench on this car. It's kind of by choice. I mean, definitely I've had people offer, and I am actually going to let some people help here in a little bit. It's been one of those things that, I don't know, I take pride in what I've gotten here. I know it's this has definitely been a budget build. I am not rich. I do have a family to support. My wife's a stay-at-home mom, which is a freaking full-time job in itself. Not trying to make anybody feel bad for me. Please don't. Do just fine. I would love for some financial support on this project just from posting videos. It is not needed, but would be nice. And just spot welding this in place. If you want to lower the car, see what it looks like from the top. Hope you guys enjoy content like this, because hopefully you can stick with this. This is not my first attempt at YouTube, TikTok, whatever it's just posted on. Should be good to at least hold her in place. Alright. Got my welder in a pretty bad spot. I'll give you a little tour. I know, stacking dimes. Doing all of a lot at once, okay? 30 minutes. And I did a lot of prep work before this to get to this point. So crazy the amount of time that goes into these projects. Thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna finish getting this in place. I appreciate you if you took the time to watch us. Hopefully some more great content coming. Thanks.